Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. So SMU's offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Yeah, receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
First down for this offense. They try to pop a run on the draw. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in, because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
And you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Looking downfield, it's Jamison. Dumps it to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll try to run for it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Motion from the offense. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man enough for the first. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Oh, man. Quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right?
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Oh, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Feeling some heat. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Dropping back, it's Jamison. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, SMU. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Might as well give it to him again. It's a fumble on the play. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. He leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Still looking. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Never a doubt. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Carl.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. got it in stride inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Shakes off the defender. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Find space on the right. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Mustangs! A great catch and run for 6. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That defense is about getting off the football. That defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays. It can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They're working that left side. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
He's off to the races. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Scanning the field, it's Jamison. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, they dialed the pass play there on 1st down. And how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening. And
fires toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. This offense has a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just a short pass to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's second down. On second down, they'll take to the air. He looks that one in nicely.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They're going to put up a 50 burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
Looking to throw. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, SMU. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Trying to find his man on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Looking to pass. It's Jamison. Throws to the back. Right on target this time. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And Jesse just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Long incompletions are okay. You got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Dallas to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The back goes in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Trying play action. They're trying to get to it. He's got it on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Got his man on the outside. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Looking for a man, it's Jamison. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Quarterback keeper. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive. Touchdown, SMU! And the pummeling has started. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're getting the credit of them so bad. You start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Man, he just continues to be on fire at the quarterback spot, continues to chew up yards. Over 1, over 2, over 3. Now we're over 450. Have yourself a day, young man.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Looking to throw, it's Jamison. Finds his target down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the air.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Looking left. Got it. Touchdown Mustangs. And the route is on. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tulane.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Wants to throw on 1st down. He finds his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
How about that? This team is way up in this game, and they're still taking shots in the 4th quarter. There is no let-up.
Looking to throw, it's Jamison. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it down the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls right to my receiver because usually receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, SMU! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
SMU 53, Tulane.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He makes the catch. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Second and goal for this offense. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas. They need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Splits the uprights. Good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Off play action. Lofts one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rubber nose in it.
They keep attacking through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Coming after it. It's another safety. They get their third one of this game. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
To the air, it's Charles. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Dances away from the heat. Connection to the right. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. He's looking to pass. He caught it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say.
Afterburner's coming. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion.
And that's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice
rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end, nor for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Throws toward the end zone. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Charles. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Fires to the wideout, and he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. A strike downfield. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Loss of 11 on the play. Second down.